Hello, my name is Jessie Terrian. I'm an independent demonstrator for Stampin' Up. Welcome to my craft room. If you're watching from YouTube, sorry, I just got a message. Welcome. If you're just finding me for the first time, I'm located in Las Vegas. Welcome to my craft room. If you like what you see here today, please give me a like, a subscribe. If you're watching the replay, hit hashtag replay. I watch all the comments and will interact with you. If you are one of my besties and you are just getting signed on, say, hey, hi mom, how you doing? Welcome in. How was your day today? All right, I got great stuff for us planned today. I'm very excited. Let me get signed in and do all the things while we wait for our besties. I've been working a lot. Trying to get things settled, trying to get things, lined out, new clubs. Who saw the new club? Who's excited? I'll break it down in a second for you and explain what it is. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm hitting buttons. I'm not paying attention. Not a good combination. All right, here we go. Wednesday, new week, almost the end of the month. Can you believe it? Who took advantage of free shipping day yesterday? Thank you for everybody's orders. For the most part, everybody got what they wanted. There's a couple things sold out. Not too bad though, not too bad. I thought it would be worse. Take a drink. I'm just gonna chit chat and then we're gonna get started. Okay, so today we are using, actually all week, we're gonna be using Spotlight on Nature. Look at how pretty those stamps are. With the coordinating, hi Karen, how you doing? Welcome in. With the coordinating dies, circle dies. I don't know what you want to call them. The name of them is the same, Spotlight on Nature, but as far as what they look like, detailed circles. That's what I got. Graduated detailed circles. What else? I didn't really focus on this. If you saw my post, you know that I posted the pictorial early. I meant to schedule it and it just posted, so I was like, well, will I take it down? So now you know we're doing a 6x6 one-page wonder. And in case you're like, what the heck does that mean? It's basically you take a piece of 6x6 designer series paper. Mine is white because I just wanted to show you the layout. And you cut the designer series paper into a multiple of squares, rectangles, whatever the shape is. And then you make multiple cards out of one piece of paper. Hi, Sherry, welcome in. Just explaining what a one-page wonder is. I am going to demonstrate how to cut it because I think like you can go on Pinterest and put in one-page wonder and it'll be like, oh, do you want a layout for 6x6? Do you want layouts for 12x12s? Do you want, it gives you many, many options, many layouts. Very good. But it's just something like this, where it's the measurements and an outline of cuts. And sometimes, now I look at that and I go, oh, I see, we're gonna do this first, this first. I have kind of like a method for how I get my cuts. Let's see. I thought that was a good idea. You think so? Good. Well, honestly, the reason I'm sorry, I'm all over the place today. The reason I chose to do this was because we just did product share and I sent everybody that ordered a whole stack of 6x6 papers. So a lot of times when I used to get my 6x6 papers, and in the annual catalog, a lot of the sets of Designer Series paper are coming in 6x6 now. But if you were to just cut out that mat, so that one rectangle, there's a lot of like extra trim there that could be wasted. And I wanted to show you, like, you can use every little bit of this paper, get multiple cards, and don't waste anything. And if you have a 12x12 and you love this format, cut them into 6x6 and repeat the process. Boom, right? Mind blown. So here's some of the cards. We're doing 4 cards today. I know I'm stepping up my card game, but they're so easy. They're so simple. And I did some I'm not going to make you sit there and watch me color them. But I don't know. I think it's pretty ingenious. Tell me what you think. I'm just going to flip down and we're going to get into, one thing. The new marker club. I've had a lot of people, I'm just starting to like put it out there. The marker club will start next month in June. We're going to roll it. I'm going to roll it out. So basically what that is you pay $35 a month. You get 2 Stampin' Blends. Now Stampin' Blends come, when you pick a color, you get 2 of that color. 1 light, 1 dark. Okay, so you're going to get each month 2 different colors. You're going to get, for signing up, the Color Lifter pen. I love this thing. I use it for everything when I'm using blenders. You're going to get 2 projects, and you're going to get some material that we are going to, I'm going to create videos for you to follow, like little tutorials on how to. Hi, Pam. And then you can practice your skills and what I'm teaching you with what I send you and your new pens. And then I'm sending you a little bit of extra so you can turn them into cards so there's no waste. Now, I kind of had to wrap my brain around this for a minute because Stampin' Up! Is really specific that I can't pre-stamp their products and send them out. However, you can send things, they just can't be Stampin' Up! So I'll probably be sending you some like photocopied stuff for us to practice on to get around that. See, I'm thinking everything out. I don't know. I'm super excited. If you want more information, click on the link. Click on the link that announces the Blender Club. And then in the right-hand side of the screen, you're going to see to go to the group. Click the group. It's going to outline everything for you, and then you can shoot me a message if you decide to do it. Also, next month, if you're one of those girlies that is addicted to Copic markers, has a lot of them, or already has a lot of blends because you've been a customer for a while, but you want to, participate in the class, I'm going to have an option where you can just opt in for the class and not get the markers, but still be involved in everything else. Also, if you're like, oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with this, but I want to grow my thing faster, I'm going to offer you an add-on package where you can get up to 4 markers. So there's going to be a ton of stuff. This is going to be a great club. I think we're going to have a good time. I'm going to stop yakking my jaws about it. I think I explained it very well. If you have any questions or need more information, just message me and I will send you everything. Okay? All right. Let's get this party started because we got a lot to cover. 4 cards today. Here we go. If you get seasick, close your eyes. If you're on YouTube, look away. Here we go. All right, we're turning, we're flipping, we're doing all the things. Let me get my life in order. You know, this little adjustment period takes me a bit. But once I get it, We got it. Okay. All right, that's perfect. Okay, so a quick rundown. I'm using for my designer series paper the 2024-2026 in color 6x6 pack. It comes in all the 5 in colors and 4 different designs. I believe, I might be wrong on that, there may be more, but let me figure out my life. Now for the cards, the examples, I use the Petunia Pop. For these ones, we're going to use the Summer Splash. So I want this pumpkin pie, I think. No. I want Summer Splash. What am I thinking, guys? What am I thinking? Okay, so, yeah, there's like 4. There's 4 designs, so you get the idea. So, and this paper comes in 6x6, so this was perfect to show you what I got. So we're going to be working with this paper today. Oh, the cardstock is so thick, I thought there was more than one. For my cardstock, I bought 1 pack of the 8.5 by 11 multi, so the 2024-2026 in color multi-pack. Okay, so that coordinates with my designer series paper. And then, like I said, this week, spotlight on nature dies and stamps. So that's what we're working with. And I also have some shimmer gems that we will bling it up in a bit. Okay, and before I get started, I'll just do a quick rundown of the cards. So all of these cards were made with cardstock, stamps, and 1 piece of designer series paper. How great, okay? Here is the layout. Now, some of you have already done this. You can look at this and figure it out. For those of us that need a little extra help getting our brain wrapped around how to cut it, I'm gonna cut it live for you. And it's super easy. Here's what I found was helpful for my brain. This is my one rule with doing one card wonders, 1 piece wonders, whatever you want to call it. Only ever make straight through cuts. And what I mean by that is never choose to start with a cut that's going to hit into your paper spots. You want clear cuts. So like see here, it goes all the way through the paper. When you look at one of these diagrams, that's what you want. Because if you started here, I mean, you absolutely could, but you run the risk of cutting into this piece and then it's going to kind of look messy. You know what I mean? Or wonky. It's doable. You can do it and you know what I mean. But this is how you get it perfect every time. Okay, so I'm going to do it live for you. For this layout in particular, if you have different layouts, this may not work for you. So do what works. Look at your layout and decide which one to do. You're going to start by cutting a 2-inch strip. So 6 by 2 inches all the way through. Move this piece out of the way for a minute. We're working with this strip. Fold it long ways. Put it in at 3 inches. Boom. There's 2 of our panels done. And we've taken away this portion of the paper. So now, see, this is what we're working with. Now, if you look at this, you could start here, but boom, you're going to run into paper. No, no, no. So we're going to slide it sideways. We're going to cut a 1-inch strip right off the end. See this? The nice thing about doing this with designer series paper is we have 2 designs to work with because it's 2-sided. So that's going to give us more options. Now, here's our paper. See how it's breaking down? Oh, let me get it in frame. See how it's breaking down? I think you're getting it. Now, here we are. What piece are we going to pick next? Well, we're not going to go here because we're going to run into paper. So we're going to take this edge right here off. So put it in long ways, portrait style, at the 1 inch mark. Cut it. Boom. There you go. So I think you're getting it now. So now we're up to here. We have this one little piece left, right? Next thing we're going to do is cut out that 3 inches by 2 inches. And we're going to do that by flipping it sideways and pushing it in at the 2 mark. I had to think about my math, guys. Okay, so now we have another 2 by 3 panel. Now we have a 3 by 3 square left. And for that one, we're going to go in at 1.5. We're going to cut it directly down the middle. Now we have 2 panels. We're going to slide those sideways and do the same thing. Cut it in half, 1.5. Now you have 2 1.5 inch squares, but we need 4, so we're going to do it again. There you go. No mistakes, no second guessing, no unfortunate cuts. And we are going to use every scrap of that paper. What do we think of this, guys? Give me a thumbs up or hearts if you like this design. All right. Yeah, see? That's what it is. When you look at the diagram by itself, yeah, you get it. You're going to cut all the pieces. But my method, and I'm sure other people have thought of this, but it's just what my brain came up with when I looked at it. Never cut into the paper, always make straight cuts through. You remember that, and I guarantee this will never ever fail you. Okay? All right. Now, on your pictorial, you're going to need 4 A2 card bases, whatever color you would like. It depends on what coordinates with your stuff. I already have them pre-done because we know how to do that, right? So let's just click it down. Now, let me identify which card. It's this one. Okay. So this is the card we're going to be recreating. Let me do that. This is our inside. Now, on the pictorial, I forgot to put the inside panel on there. So, you know, if you're not using light colored cardstock, you're going to need that 5.25 by 4 inch insert. Okay? But if you have light colored cardstock, you could just stamp in there. It's up to you. So now I'm going to rifle through here. We need two 2-inch by 3-inch panels. My goodness, this stuff is so thick. Love it. Okay, so I have 2 of them. Now, for the cuts that I showed you, you're going to get 3 of these, but for this card, we only need 2. I'm going to use 1 striped and 1 floral design. And we're just going to mat those on our mat pieces. I gave you the I almost said coordinates. I meant sizes on your pictorial with the card examples. So I kind of outlined what you would need. But for this, if this is a 2-inch by 3-inch, you either want to go 1/4 larger on 2 sides to get your mat, or if you want it tighter, you could do 1/8. Just depends on the look, what you're going for. Here we go. My goodness, that glare today, guys. Okay, so for this, all I did was layer them, and your corners are going to kind of overlap. Use the corners of your card to kind of figure out where to place those pieces. So I do the first one. I got it in there kind of tight on this one, so I'm only giving myself almost like a 1/16 of an inch. This one I gave more like an 1/8 to 1/4, but it really doesn't matter. It's however you think it looks good, it's gonna look good. You know what I'm saying? Okay. All right, guys, so there's the first thingy wingy. Now, I've already stamped and colored my flowers, but we need to stamp our sentiment. So I'll do that real quick. Let's see, I did thanks, so we'll stick with the, sometimes I like to change it up, but this time we need, I'm just gonna go with what I did. You know what I'm saying? All right, I'm gonna put it down. There we go. Stick that up for later. Now, you could absolutely mount this, but I kind of just liked it on there. So that's a preference. If you want to mount it, you can mount it. If you want to leave it flat, you do you, boo. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. And I'm going to pop it up a little. Okie dokie. Here we go. I put some dimensionals on it. And I don't know why I put it sideways when I think I'm using the longer edge is why, but there you go. Okay, so we got that down. Now the inside. Basically, you're just gonna decorate it however you want. I liked the dear friend up at the top. I thought that was really sweet. And some flowers. You could even have like a butterfly. You could go crazy with this set. I just love it. But anyway, you get the idea. Decorate your inside, glue it in there. Let's bling this one up and we'll go to the next card. See how easy this is? I'm telling you guys, I am giving you gems here. I am giving you these pearls of wisdom. You're going to impress everybody. I don't know if I did with that. You're going to impress everybody with these cards. They're going to be like, you did what now? No. I don't know. It's just the way my brain processes things. I need a formula. I can't just be going in willy-nilly. That's just the way my brain works. It's kind of like everything is a theme with me. That's why, because it gives you the rules on how to proceed with your life. So there you go. Okay, so which do you like better, or do you love them both? The Petunia Pop or the Summer Splash? I can't decide. I think I love them both. So pretty. Those colors are just amazeballs. Okay, so there's card 1 done. Here we're coming in with card 2. Why break the formula, guys? Got that card base, same as before. Just fold it, crease it. Boom. Now, For this one, you're going to want the 1-inch strips in 4 and 5 inches wide. And I have some matte pieces. And then I have our focal point. So let's glue this up and then we'll put it together. If you are a card maker that enjoys doing batch projects where you're making multiple cards at once, this is, something that you should be doing, I feel, because you're not wasting paper, you're not wasting time. It goes pretty streamlined and it's pretty fun. It's fun. You just sit there, bang a whole bunch of cards out. Pick your set that you're going to stamp with, whatever your, occasion is for the cards or just note cards, and then match the paper. That's my kind of jam. Okay. Again, letting that pattern work for me. Okay, so we have all our pieces. Now we have our front. I'm going to shift that out of the way for a minute. Now, I find kind of getting oriented with where I want things before I glue them works the best for me. Especially if you're not following a template and you're kind of just, you cut the paper and now you're kind of designing your cards. Try to have a plan, is what I'm saying. Play with it first. Because it's very hard to fix when you glued something down. Okay, so there's my first one. I think that's a little crooked. There we go. Thank you, liquid glue. Now I'm going to layer. It's still a little crooked. I'll come in. It'll be fine. We'll pretend it's straight. Nobody will know. Here we go. Now, on my first card, I kind of cut my mat almost the same size as the paper, but I didn't want to waste it once I did it. Hold on. Let me focus. Okay. There you go. I didn't want to waste it, so I just kind of put it off to the corner a little bit. It's a little more subtle, but I kind of liked it. So, when you're doing yours, you decide. Now, I just noticed I forgot to put the sentiment. So we'll do that. I would not suggest doing it this way, but if life finds you there, go with confidence. You got this, babe. So there we go. Now again, we're going to put some of those little dots wherever you want them to live on your paper. I'm going to put one in the top corner. I don't know why. I just decided I wanted it there. There we go. Now, for the inside on this one, dear friend again, and I just put some leaves on the inside. So, boom, do your inside. There you go. Second card done. Moving on. See how quick this is when you do your prep work? It's amazing. Same card base. Now, I'm using all the same for these, but depending on your designer series paper, you could use different color card bases. You could go nuts. You do you. Okay, for this one, boop. Actually, we're going to do this one last. The reason for that is I have a technique to show you. So, no other reason than I just decided with all these, you know, things I'm teaching you, I might as well throw in a bonus technique in there. Okay, here we go. This one is very simple. We're going to take a 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 square, and we're going to take our 1 1/2 inch squares, and we're going to create a little, it almost reminds me of a window with window panes, but you call it whatever you want. You know? Now I did, do I want to alter? Maybe for this one I'll alternate them. We'll see how that does. Put a little glue. I always use my corners and the edges of the paper as my guide. And then I make it crooked. There we go. Oh, no, no, no. All right, we've already committed to the glue on that side, guys. We got to go for it. Okay. Oh, Lord. Now, if you have a pattern, make sure you put that pattern the way you want it. There we go. I could have went inward a little bit with this piece, but it'll be fine. Because these are square, they're going to fit whichever way. Okay. Okay. All right, so here is our little window box. Now it ain't perfect. It's not perfect like this one because I get nervous when I'm on camera. So I have a couple thoughts of that. I might want to like distract maybe. I don't know. We'll play with it when we get it on the card. Here's my mat. Here's where we're going to stamp our sentiment. Let me check the comments real quick. Does anyone have any questions? Oh, Lordy. Flicking things around. I'm throwing things today. It's just a normal Wednesday for Jessie. We all know how I am. We don't talk about it. Okay. Here we go. Dear friend, on the front of this one. I had to just keep alternating because there are only 2 things in this set, dear friend and thanks. So if you want to say something else, you're going to have to pull a different set. But the font is pretty and the sentiment is true. What can I say? All right. Mat that one down. Okay. Now let's play with our placement on this card. I think I'm gonna go like that. I don't think it really matters. I think it's gonna be fine. It's just because I notice little things like that. Not on anybody else's card, but I think we're harder on ourselves. Nobody else is gonna be like, well, what happened there? You know, and if they do, give them a paper cut. No, I'm just kidding. I did not say that. I do not approve that message. Here we go. All right. And this would be really pretty. I only made one, but I think on this one I would go back and maybe add a few more butterflies or something. But it's very pretty, just plain like that. I don't know. What do you think? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna put it right in the middle. Why didn't I think of that? That will hide what I don't like. Or at least distract. That's what I do with my highlighter. It's a highlighting butterfly. Put some Wink of Stellar on there. You got it, guys. Oh, Lord. Sorry, I had coffee. It's kicked in. I've initiated crazy. There is no going back. Okay. Here we go. Do I want the green right there? Maybe we do a little. All right. Come on. There we go. All right. Right there. That's where it needs to live. And again, the power of 3. I love it. Okay, so now I'm happy. I fixed my little mishap with the square placement, and there we go. There's card 3. Can you believe it? How are we doing on time? I think this is the fastest I've ever made this many cards in my life. Oh, and the inside, now that I've gotten all excited, I just stamped a butterfly. You know how to do the insides. So it would be pretty with like a strip of designer series paper, but if you're just using the one sheet, you're not gonna have that scrap. Genius, I know. Sing my praises, guys. Okay. Yeah, that coffee way kicked in. Woohoo! So for this one, I'm going to glue that on there. There we go. Now, here is for our Technique Wednesday. It's a Technique Tuesday, but on a Wednesday, so go figure. You're going to ink up your butterfly. And stamp it kind of to an angle. You don't want it right up and down. You don't want it sideways. They don't fly like that in nature. You want it like that, like it's in flight. You know what I'm saying? Now, I want to put leaves like it's landing on a leaf. But if I were to stamp over this, I'm going to get leaf where I don't want it, and it's going to muck up my stuff, okay? So, let me get a big kind of, will that fit? Yeah, it'll fit good enough. It'll fit good enough. We'll make it work. Okay. So, what are we going to do to fix this? I stamped out a butterfly onto scrap paper and I cut it out. Now, what I would suggest, let me grab it. If you have it, grab a glue dot. Just one. Put it on your butterfly, okay? Your little glue dot, put it on your butterfly, put that on your shirt for a minute, or some piece of cloth, or touch it with your finger. Basically what you're doing is you're making it not so sticky, so it doesn't rip your paper when you pull it up. Now, match it to your stamped image, like that. This is called a masking technique. We're putting a mask over our stamped image. Oh, hold on, I shifted. Because I don't want this ink to transfer onto my stamped image, okay? So ink up, and now go right over that butterfly. Boom. See that? See all that extra? Now I'm going to come over here and I'm going to stamp off, and I'm going to come over here, wherever you want it. Wherever you want it to live, that's where it'll live. But this is where we're going to do it for now. Clean up my area. What is the rule? If you get ink where you don't want it to be, you will get it where you don't want it to be. So keep a clean workspace. At least when it comes to this kind of stuff. It's kind of hard to have a perfectly clean workspace. Okay, but now I'm gonna pull it off. And you see, you got the butterfly over the leaf. What do you think? Come on, I gotta get some hearts for that. That was amazing. Oh, okay, anyway, sorry. I cracked myself up. Thank you. Thank you, ladies. Okay. Now, I am going to color this real quick with my Stampin' Blends. Real quick. Not too fussed. Just going to fill it in with some peach pie. Like so. Look how quick. Oop. Missed a little spot. I'm going to take some dark. Just kind of do the edges. Okay. I don't know. I have this crazy idea. I played with this butterfly a little bit with the pink and the orange. I liked it. So I'm going to put some pink in there too. Or maybe you could do, it's your butterfly. Make it the way you want. There we go. I don't know. I'm going to stop fooling around now. There we go. Okay, now we're going to mount it. In the middle. I just love these circles. This is one of the sets. If you're like, I have flowers, I have floral, I have butterflies, I don't need any of that, I get it. But these circles, anything, even though it's a basic shape, you have a lot of options. I'm loving it. My McDonald's moment. Ba, 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 ba. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to put that up in the corner. But before I do that, this would be a great card or cards. These would be great cards to put some texture on with embossing folders. But because I'm showing you so many different techniques, I thought, I don't feel like doing that. You know what I mean? We'll do that Friday because we're going to do another one sheet wonder, not this design, but a second design. So if you're into this, you're not going to want to miss Friday. But for that, we're going to do, Fun Folds, because it's Fun Fold Friday. So very exciting. I know. I worked really hard this week on my class stuff. I've just been in that work frame of mind. So anyway, this is kind of, it looks like screen to me, but I'm just gonna lightly kind of dab it willy-nilly around the paper. And we're just gonna give texture with ink, okay? If you do this, remember to keep moving your stamps so that you don't repeat stamp the same shape, you know? Now, I'm being crazy. I mean, this looks like 101 Dalmatians jumped on my page. But, let's see what it looks like when it's all put together. And if we don't like it, we're not going to talk about it. No. Just kidding. Okay, let's glue this on. Lord, I got to start a stand-up. There you go. There we go, looking good so far. Now, I popped up that white circle on that one. This one I'll pop up the bottom. We'll pop it up. I need one of those DJ sound things because I have like in my head when I say things like pop up, I think of that song like Pump Up the Volume. I'm not going to sing it for you, but if I had like the little button, I could be like, da-na-na-na-na. You know what I mean? It might make the show a lot more entertaining. I'm not sure. I don't know, but it could happen. All right. So we're going to go like that. Okay. What do we think? I'm digging it. I don't think that's bad at all. Even though I was crazy with it. And I probably should have left something there because see how I stamped the dear friend? But since I did not, this can just be a teachable moment, right? Let's see. What about like that? Just a little banner? I'm digging it. I'm digging it. I won't have this be a choose your own card adventure today. I'll just decide for you, okay? You've had a hard day. You've worked. So let me sit back, relax. Let me do the choicing for you. Lord, what was in that coffee? I don't know. Oh my goodness. All right, we got this. Here we go. Now, since this was just a piece of scrap paper, I'm glad it was wide enough. I didn't think about that, but it worked out. It worked out. Let's glue it on. I'm gonna go flat because I popped up the circle. And that way, if I need to put it underneath, I can, like so. Okay, now, all we have to do is bling, talk about the inside, and that is 4 cards finished. I can't believe it. Anyone have a timestamp? How fast was that? I feel like we just flew through today. Now watch, it's been 2 hours. That happened to me on the Kit Together too. You're like, Jessie, we had to go eat dinner. There we go. Okay, now I need one more. 3, that is the formula. Boom, okay. Now my heart is happy. There we go. So, let me pull the cards in. Now for the inside, what did I do? Just some leaves. Very simple because this set didn't really have a lot of sentiment choices, so I just decorated. And I will go back, decorate my insides, but I figured we got this. So let me set these up real quick. And we'll alternate them. There we go. I don't know, guys. I gotta pat myself on the back. I'm proud. I'm a proud mama. I think I did something here. What do you think? There we go. Try to fit them in frame as best I can. Okay. There. Boom. Gorgeous colors. We did it. So happy. Thanks, Ma. All right. Not quite an hour? Not bad, Karen. Yes. That is incredible for 2 cards. I mean, I did all the prep work, but still, that's amazing. I could start a series. 4 cards in not quite an hour. Oh, Lord. Okay, let me arrange my life and get flipped up, and we will say our adieus and chit chat for a minute. And then that will be it for me. Okay, here we go. If you get seasick, you know the drill. Close your eyes. Here we go. Turning, twisting, and flipping up. Ding, there we go. Wait, I have to center, or no. There we go. Okay, back. Oh no, and then I move. Damn it. All right, I'll get there in the end. Sorry. Excuse my French. I'll be doing cards, but the images are, oh, okay. Whippersnapper. I was looking at that. Very cute. So share them. I want to see, okay? Post them, please, please, please. So I want to thank you guys for all your love on YouTube and following me and all that stuff. The channel's doing pretty good. I'm excited. I have some ideas for things that I'm going to throw on there that are not live. So that'll be coming in the future. I've already got 1 card done and all the pieces cut and everything for Saturday. So that's 1 down. I got 2 to go. Amazeballs, right? You have a page? I didn't know that, Karen. You have to share it. I did not know you had a page. Karen has a page. People go follow it. So, things you learn. Anyway, other than that, I think that's it for me tonight. I don't know. My coffee is wearing off. What is that about? So I'm going to go. But I love you. I appreciate you. I will see you in the comments. And hopefully you come back and visit me Friday. So, all right. Bye.